here. All right, sweet. We should be live and all good to go. Let me know, guys, how we are sounding in the audio department. Want to make sure we are all nice and clear.
In the audio, check the levels.
Check the levels.
Check
We
the
good?
levels.
What's going on, guys? How we doing today? How is everyone's day going so far? That's right.
What up?
I got him in. We were able to get him back in on the live stream. He can't escape. We will always he'll always be here. You guys can't see it, but I have a firing squad off screen forcing him to be on live with me. So there you go, guys. I told you I'd get him back on. How you doing?
They caught me lacking. The day that I'm not packing. I was trying to rhyme, but couldn't find another rhyme. What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Hope you guys are doing well. Shout out to, what was his nickname? Soybean?
Yes, I believe so.
Soybean last night picked up the biggest shopping spree giveaway ever. That's absolute $5,400 is crazy. That's wild. Hey, congratulations to the mans. You can only win at Airsoft GI. I'm just saying. Hope you guys are all doing well.
Same. I don't know how to respond, but yes. Hopefully everyone is doing good today. Last night was fun, man. It was super freaking nice that we finally, after 9 weeks of waiting, we were finally able to go out and get a freaking winner, and someone actually freaking claimed it. And you know what's funny about that? It was a first-time shopper as well that was able to claim it. So once again, I don't know how many times I gotta tell you. Any new players watching right now, I put that promo up just again for people to take advantage as they see fit. You know, don't worry. You know, you'll be getting extra eddies into next week's giveaway. But hey, you know what? There you go. Your first time shopper, hey, you got beginner's luck on your side. I don't know how much more clear we need to be about that, especially with these new rules kicking in, man. It's gonna be tight. I'm very anxious to see how these new rule sets are gonna attract more new people.
No, yeah, absolutely. So, guys, this is something that we've been thinking about for quite some time now, and as you guys know, we are still a business, and you know, in order to do so, or increase the audience of Airsoft and players, you know, the shopping spree giveaway is definitely one way to do it. But we noticed that it doesn't help when we go weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks of the shopping spree giveaway unclaimed. So if you guys didn't hear about the new rule set, this is to help get more winners more frequently and maximize your chances to win. Okay, so every week we're going to have a $500 prize pot. This is just for the time being. This can increase, and we can increase the amount, you know, if you guys help support us and we start doing better. We would greatly appreciate it. But first week of a new prize list or a new prize pot, right, is going to be $500. If no one claims it, it's going to get stacked to the next week and be $1,000. Here's the thing, though. After the second week, if it goes unclaimed at the $1,000, the third week, so technically 2 weeks after the prize pot reset, we're going to keep it at $1,000. But on that third live stream, we're going to draw names, shuffle the list and draw names until we find a winner of the shopping spree giveaway. We won't stop until we find a winner. God, it can go on for a long time, but this guarantees pretty much at least once a month there will be a winner.
Yeah.
At least once a month. But if it goes, you know, it claims at 1,000, claims at 500, you know, there are just so many different opportunities for you to win. And for all you guys that have been rocking with us, this maximizes your chances to win, but also maximizes new customers' chances to win as well. You'll all have the same opportunity to get the maximum amount of entries and increase your winnings or your chances to win.
It looks like Soybean is actually in the chat. He actually joined. What is going on, Soybean? Happy to have, you know, the previous winner, you know, in a Soybean. Again, we will be awaiting a testimonial video. Anything that you can go ahead and send us would be amazing. Because, again, for $5,400, we need all that.
I'm going to make the joke. If you don't send it, I'm taking half.
Bossman said he's taking away 2 zeros off of that.
2 zeros, you gonna get $54. You better send it, boy. Hey, just some gratification. Just letting everybody know that these winnings are real. So we can spread the word, because a lot of people still think that the shopping spree giveaway isn't real, even though we've been doing it for over 2 years. It's crazy.
Been a long time.
So Soybean, my boy, we appreciate you. Congratulations on your dub. But
Soybean, don't be a soy boy. Be a Chad and actually give us the things we need. Thank you so much. I had to do it.
were you thinking about that this whole time?
It just came into my head. It's a stream of consciousness. It just comes out as it sees fit. Let's see. Crazy Jason, what's happening, dude? Random guy Kev, what's up, man? What's up? Good to see you as well.
You're never first. You're never first, RGK. You're never first.
Well, that's cyberbullying at its finest.
And since you're here, thank you. Oh, I can't. I almost showed his address. I almost doxed him.
Dox him. Dox him.
hell no.
Dox him.
Thank you. This might be his office, maybe. But thank you for the stickers. Appreciate you. I'm going to slap them on everything. Gave Isaiah some. I'll give some of the boys some as well.
Of course. Thank you. Always appreciated. Random guy Kev, which is why I always want to dox you. Anyway, someone was saying Onyx. Yes, that was me, I believe. Yeah, who responded to your comment on YouTube earlier today. Yeah, that was me. I saw that you just bought the AK and everything, and I was like, oh, thanks you guys, and I was like, yeah, thanks, man. Shout out to you, man. Of course, always appreciate it. Always, I love being able to show our appreciation to all our customers out there. Let's see here. What is your favorite gas blowback, Isaiah and Cisco? What is your favorite gas blowback? I'm assuming he meant rifle. I'm gonna assume he means rifle. If it's for rifle, I'm gonna say for me. It's a tough one because there's a lot of. I mean, like obviously, you're talking about personal favorite. Obviously, I want to say like my KWA, my KW, right, has been like with me through thick and thin, and I love that thing. But am I gonna say it's absolutely the best? Maybe not. I would say maybe the new G&G MGCRs are a big contender. Because MWS right now is sitting at the throne. But
Oof, that's a really rough one. I will say that within the past couple of years that we have seen an uptick in MWS support, especially with like Unicorn, like their bolts assembly and like all their upgraded parts, like super dope. But in terms of gas blowback rifles, that is really difficult because I would say KWA is like good out of the box for like the average airsofter, but those of us that hobby in airsoft and want to fine tune it, you do have more aftermarket support in the Tokyo Marui MWS, and for a long period of time the WE and even the Western Arms. Man, that's really rough because
here's the question then. You only can have one for the rest of your life.
Oof.
You can't have any others. Like, what's your go-to? You're thinking of your head, like, okay, gas blowback rifle. Now, this is your go-to. You can never own any other ones.
If I had to pick it right now, oh man, even with the new G&G one. See, here's the thing. Like, I've gotten to test fire it and seen its performance, and it's super dope. I can't give a verdict on its longevity. It's only been out for like a couple of months, so I can't give that out yet. I mean, I haven't had extensive testing with it, but the platforms that I have had extensive testing with, MWS, the KWA, WeTech, and Western Arms, which is the GMP Walk. I would say in terms of design and longevity, it would have to go to Tokyo Marui because the way that the bolt face is designed for the nozzle, it's not meant to mimic a real AR-15 bolt where the teeth line up like the other platforms do. So the Marui MWS system, it was made to be a system to feed reliably over an extended usage. So for that main reason, I will give it to the MWS. But in terms of performance, with Western Arms and with WE, there's so much aftermarket support where you can get them shooting at the same level of an upgraded MWS.
I'd agree to that. There's actually, but here's the thing though. Now we're seeing more and more parts coming out for the MGCR, even though it is a fairly newer platform, right? We actually just got in. It's on my desk. Yeah, there's two of them. We actually just dropped on the side. If you guys go ahead and check out the new products, which is what we're going to be talking about a lot today. Actually, I want to get Cisco's opinions on a lot of stuff that's been made available recently. We actually just got in the new Unicorn Airsoft 6.3 Type 4 inner barrels for the MGCR, the G&G gas blowback MGCR 556 models. They are now available. We have them in two lengths. We have the 189 and we have the 265, right?
So 10 inch and I think this is a 7 or 8 inch. I don't know the exact conversion rate, but I think 189 is about 7 or 8 inches, which is the length that the MGCR.
Yeah, MGCR. 'Cause every time we say it, like Bossman,
say MGC4.
yes. Even Bossman last night is like, "What is it called?" MG. And I was like, MGCR, and he's like, "Oh wow." He's like, I forgot about that name.
Yeah. So unlike the other unicorn barrels, this one does not come with a bucking. So that's very interesting. But
We thought they did.
yeah, the cut on it is actually obviously different from Marui or WE. This is meant for the G&G system, which is its own unique platform. I will say it does look very well coated. I mean,
Polished.
yeah. Well, I don't know about polished. I would assume the barrel is polished and then they do the coating. I believe his name is Wang with Unicorn. He is a godsend to Airsoft. Being able to offer like these high quality Airsoft inner barrels and buckings. Well, not for
the G&G. Not for the G&G. Not yet, anyway.
yeah, but for the Airsoft market at such an affordable price. I mean, this one's retailing for $30. The 265 is retailing for I think a little bit more. Like, it's absolutely insane. These are literally like a cheat code to Airsoft accuracy. Like, you drop this into any Airsoft gun and like you can outperform like a lot of stock Airsoft guns, even high-end Airsoft guns. Like, if you were to throw this into like a Lancer Gen 2 or a Spectre Arms Core or Flex model, whichever the basic one is, just this alone will dramatically improve your range and accuracy. Like,
Cheat code. It's an instantaneous cheat code. This is 100% hacks that you would find from a video game. ACM, I do see your comment on S. I do remember you mentioning this as well. It's actually going to be pretty interesting. He says, with all the new shotguns out, perhaps an ASGI boombox mystery box in the future, thinking the new G&G and TM Saiga. Because he had suggested, with all the shotguns we have available, what if we were to make a mystery box very similar to the pistol mystery box, but for shotguns, all shotguns, and the top prizes, or actually maybe more like the 2024 Platinum box, where it's a preset prize list, but it's all shotguns, and the top prize could be the TM Saiga 12.
I think that might be doable. We would need to look into the availability of all the shotguns, but I mean, see, here's the hard part though, because there are spring shotguns that are really affordable, like $50 to $70, right? But then once you get into gas shotguns, you're immediately at like the $180 range. So we would need to look around and see what's available between the different ones. But I do know, I mean, we just listed the Saiga 12, which is super dope. I don't know, did any of the new Fab Arm shotguns get come available yet, or are they still on the way?
There's still some that are on the way.
Okay.
But we did get some.
Oh, the gas ones?
Yes. That one shot. It's gonna take a while for it to load.
Yeah. So okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
only got the ones with the full stock.
Yeah, but these are CO2 and green gas powered, which is super dope. So, like, those could be like a mid tier or like, oh man, it's so difficult because I think the XPS and the other like higher end Jaguar shotguns with like the with the heat shield and shotgun caddy and everything are around that price range. So
I think these might be a little cheaper.
really?
Yeah.
Maybe. Oh yeah, you're right. It might be like 320.
Like on the 3 something or
Yeah. So that's not bad actually. Is it XSP? No.
I'm just gonna type in scatter gun.
Yeah. make life easier.
Yeah, incredibly easy.
Yeah. Lovely.
Scatter gun.
No, it should be 2 T's.
It's 2 T's. What the hell? Okay, scatter gun. I swear if it doesn't pull up,
It's gonna be hilarious. Oh, you spelled scatter wrong earlier.
Surprise.
Yeah.
I can't spell.
Yeah, but there are plenty of different options. Oh yeah, okay, so around the $300 price range, depending on the model. So they might be actually very doable. I do believe the Saiga 12 from TM is like $500-ish bucks. Available right now at airsofti.com. Magazine should be listed very soon as well. So if you want to hop on it.
Yeah, right now I've been trying to focus on getting some other new products up as well, but the Saiga 12 will be up.
Hold on. This bad boy right here.
Yeah.
Available, guys. Let me tell you something. Hold on. Let me tell you something. The KLI Baba Yaga 2. I don't think I have had as much of an enjoyable pistol shooting experience since the Baba Yaga, the original one. Actually, no. I will say I have enjoyed like the Combat Masters, the CTI ones, but the kick that you get out of KLI on a CO2 magazine is literally. How do you say it? Literally.
Depends. If I do literally for emphasis.
Yeah. It is the hardest kicking gas blowback pistol I have ever shot. It is so fun. It kicks harder than my Elite Force 1911 TAC, my Elite Force Glock 17 Gen 4 with CO2 mags. It kicks so nice. It is outstanding. But what's really cool about the Baba Yaga 2 is that it's optics ready, something we haven't seen for a CO2 pistol yet. It's so freaking dope.
For everyone that's wondering why that makes a difference, we've talked about it before, and we'll say it again, right? With any sort of like green gas, especially if they're doing like the TM green gas style system, right? That if you have an optics ready slide, that's going to make the weight significantly heavier. We notice this a lot very much, even without an optic on like 1911s that have metal slides. While they do feel great, and some of them do perform better than others, they're not the most efficient because it's so much weight in the slide. Now you're adding an optic on top of that, that's going to be like incredibly inefficient. I've seen a lot of people's builds where they slap an optic on there and they can't even get through one magazine worth of shots before they run out of gas. Now, with CO2, because higher pressure, you're not going to notice a single difference from when you fire with one on and without one. It's you cannot notice the difference whatsoever. It's so freaking snappy. And right now, you go and order one of these bad boys, you get 10 entries into the $500 shopping spree giveaway going on next week. So there, well, well, there's 1-0, so there's anyway. There you go. But yeah, you get 10 entries in the next shopping spree giveaway. Right, gonna be freaking. Actually, okay. I wanted to go ahead before we continue on with any questions. I did see. I know that's you, Aaron. I know that's you, Mr. Fostra. I know it's you. That's Fostra. Fostra.
Is it Fostra or Frosta?
Fostra. This is It's freaking.
That's my boy right there.
Yeah, I said I'm forgiving you for ditching going away dinners, shaking my head.
And, it was pretty lit. We had fun.
I wanted to go, man. Freaking, I just couldn't. I genuinely could not freaking go, man. I do apologize. I really wanted to go. I hope you're doing well out there in Florida, Texas. You're doing well in Texas. Don't let the Cowboys bite.
Brenda says hello.
There was actually something that I wanted to go and get your opinions on. There's been quite a few new products hit the site.
Yes.
A lot of new products hit the site. This whole week has literally been like just listing more new stuff on here. So going down the list, obviously, we talked about the KLI Baba Yaga, right? But we have all these new guns that were originally shown off during SHOT Show, right? So I'm actually curious to hear what you have to say about a lot of these pistols, or not just pistols, just airsoft guns in general, right? Specifically, I want to know what you think about these new CSI pistols, right? So originally, when we initially looked at these bad boys, right? They're CSI.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing, but it's just under different naming and branding. What are you gonna do, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But with these XG8, for example, or the Orions, right? One of the things that caught my attention was originally I thought these were going to be a TM style G series internals, but apparently, according to the specs that I got on these, the most updated stuff, according to the descriptions, they are actually using a proprietary system, which is very, very interesting. And that can mean a couple of things. It's like proprietary. Okay, how proprietary? You know what I mean? Where it's like maybe just a couple of different things going on all together. Maybe it's not truly 100% spec.
Is it specifically on these ones?
Yeah, on these and the Orions.
Really?
Yeah, so if you scroll down. Let's see here. Revolution internal system display TM models ensure optimal performance. So it's saying specifically, that it's a little going to be different in terms of its internal spec from WeTech and the TM.
Very interesting because last week you and I were able to get our hands on it, and I dissected one, not letting people know. And from my knowledge, from my looking, it looked like it was like TMWE like design. It maybe like sizing is a little bit different. Maybe it's using the same footprint, but their parts are maybe a little bit more enhanced in some way, or more efficient in some way, I should say. I'm not too sure. From our testing on it, though, and looking around, I would say the magazines are TM spec.
Yeah, no, I would agree. Maybe I think you hit the nail right on the head where it's like maybe the footprint is the same, but they change just one or two things that you just can't really see just with the naked eye, just from a quick disassembly. You got to do a real full-on disassembly and then compare them side to side. But yeah, you're right. Magazines do look like they are cross-compatible. Because because I've run G Series magazines too, and that looks like the mags I run. So, granted, take all this with a grain of salt. These are all on pre-order right now. If you want to go and test it out for yourself, by all means, place a pre-order right now. You'll be, of course, every 5 or every 50 you spend, we'll get you 5 entries. So what is that? Let's see. That's going to be getting you 15 entries into next week's Shop Spree giveaway. So there you go. This honestly, the white and black one's my favorite though. Out of all the pistols, like out of all the CSI guns, that's.
They had a different color of this one, didn't they?
Yeah. There was like a gray splatter paint kind of looking one. Yeah, this one. It's kind of this weird like splatter paint kind of hex pattern looking one. Let's pull that up. As soon as it loads. There you go.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I remember. So, we did get to see both of these last week. I said if they were to have made one that's just the gray color, like the gray color on the slide, it would be super clean. But it really is like a very sci-fi-esque gun. It honestly reminded me of the Magnum from Halo. Just the top half. Honestly, the side view, nothing alike, right? But like when you get it in hands, it really does feel like something from like your favorite sci-fi franchise. But in terms of performance, we did get to shoot them as well in the hands, particularly for the XG8. It was very interesting because of the way the pistol grip is. Not really like any like super texturing, but it felt like a G series angle trigger felt like a G series trigger. So it was very familiar feeling. But looks wise, it's very unique. Is it my cup of tea? Well, here's the thing. For those of you guys that don't know, the XG8 series is a split slide design. So only the back half of the slide works. Sigma just said it looks like the laser tag pistols. But in terms of performance, it was great. I didn't see any problems. Like it fed well, gas efficiency. It got through. It was really cold in the warehouse, so we got like 1.5 magazines, and I think it was like 55 degrees in the warehouse. But this particular model, I think is very interesting. Switch back to the white one, because honestly, the picture that we have. It really doesn't do it justice. You don't really get the outlines very well on the white slide.
White on white doesn't always look very, very good. But DJs brings up a point that I've been saying for the longest time now. Black and white is the sidearm of the Imperial Army. That's what's up, baby. That's what's up. I love. That this looks like it, right? This looks like something that you would see like maybe like stormtroopers or Imperial officers carrying, right? Yeah. This is a very like, especially with the white slide, right? It just gives off that vibe, hardcore. That or just Cyberpunk 2077. For sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, we were saying that
Cyberpunk loadouts.
Yeah, we were literally saying that when we got these in our hand, but like, yo, let's do a Cyberpunk loadout. And honestly, this with the what is it called? The SG1, the Storm shotgun.
Oh yeah.
Or not shotgun, Storm sniper rifle. Like that's super sci-fi, bro. So like I'm about it. Like honestly, it's super cool. Again, I want to get into the details of the specs more in depth when I get the chance. So I do want to compare it to like a G series from TM and WE and see what the actual difference is, because of course we want to give you guys the most correct information as well. And if there are proprietary parts to it, we want to make that prevalent to you guys so you guys know what to look out for. But overall, I think as a pistol, for $159, not too bad, and it's super unique.
There's some other stuff on the website as well that has been added recently. I've gotten Boaz's opinions on it like a few times, but again, since you're here, I wanted to go in and run these by you as well. One of the ones that I was actually very interested in was the new Kazuna Works pistols, the Russian Mayo, as Bossman puts them. Right, this is probably my favorite version out of them, the K variant. Kind of just looks like an amalgamation of different pistols put together, right? But we got to shoot this one as well, and I was actually very impressed with this. It felt very nice, and it just had a nice, cool option to have for like impression kits for Milsim. Was this something that was stand out in your opinion? Did you like the way this one felt? Were you just kind of disappointed? What are your thoughts on this?
So, from looks, you might think, wow, it doesn't look that comfortable to hold because of that hump on the back of the pistol grip. But honestly,
that overhang is pretty big.
Yeah, surprisingly, it was very comfortable. I was very surprised with how comfortable it felt in hands. Like going to line up the sights feels like fairly natural. Lightweight, snappy on green gas. But like what you said, there are a lot of things that I don't want to say knocked off or stole from other pistols, but I feel like
okay, to be fair, like, I mean, we can say it. It's on stream. Like, obviously, this is supposed to. Like, we can say it. It's on stream. We're not gonna get in trouble. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Nobody watches. Anyway. So with something like this is actually based off of more or less based off an actual pistol that exists out there. I think it's LP something. If I remember correctly, guys, if you guys know what it is, let me know in the live chat. I forget the name of it. I looked it up. It's a real thing, and this looks 1-to-1 with that. So I will say, I don't want to blame the airsoft gun solely for that, for taking inspiration from other pistols. I'm gonna blame the real manufacturers that this is based off of. But honestly, if they're gonna do that, like what? They're just getting the best parts of every pistol and putting them in one. I'm not mad about that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be quite honest, I didn't know about this model until we saw the Kazuna Works like pistol.
I've seen this gun before, but I've never known what it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, but in terms of ergonomics, it feels comfortable in the hands. Trigger is. Airsoft trigger. It's pretty. I would say the break is pretty crisp from my memory. It was like, so it's similar to a Glock where there's a good amount of take up and then a break. It doesn't like impede me for all you like 1911 high cap users where you're immediately on the wall talking to you, Brendan. This might not be your cup of tea, but it feels again like natural. I wasn't able to take it down, but does have a physical switch for safety and fire. Takedown looks very simple, but overall, it's pretty unique, pretty cool. I'd give it a thumbs up to a green light.
Yeah, I do like this. And this is not the only Kazuna Works pistol either. We do have another variant that is up there as well. The MKW, I believe that was actually what it was called. Mortal Kombat, whatever. Yeah, Mortal Kombat W.
We didn't get to see that one.
Yeah, we didn't get to see this one. This one I'm also very interested in as well.
Just like a longer.
It's a full size. Yeah, it's a full size one.
So it's a full size version. Suppressor height sights, what it looks like.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's kind of hot. I don't know. Compact
Boaz.
Compact guns for me, it's. Here's the thing. I have a very, very love-hate relationship with compact guns. In real firearms, I think it's cool. Like the idea of like a CCW, right? But for airsoft, I want to maximize the performance, and especially with pistols with such a short barrel, the way to do that is with a longer like inner barrel and like slide and stuff. Plus, like, for a CCW, you're sacrificing some ergonomics for concealability versus an airsoft. You're not gonna conceal carry on the airsoft. If you do, you're a Chad. But
Wilson West, baby.
Yeah, you're a Chad if you're concealed carrying on the airsoft field. But no, I don't. I don't have one. I have a gun. I can't conceal carry.
There it is. Lebedev. That's the manufacturer that it's based off.
Oh, appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so but for this, it would more than likely be on my hip in a holster, quickly ready to draw, readily available to present and use. Sigma just said he would buy it. This is right up my alley. This is right up my alley. This is actually super super cool. Beyond says, "Okay, I admit I'm in chat." Oh, okay.
Okay, you caught me. You caught me. I'm 6 inches. I'm sorry. Anyway.
No, yeah, but damn, I wish we got to see this one.
Yeah, I know.
Damn, with the suppressor sights, I wonder if the barrel is threaded for a suppressor. Yeah.
And this is only retailing for 180. That's not bad.
180 is not bad considering like other options that are going to be similar to this. What the Glock 17, which is going to be around that price point. The Sig M17, which again is around that price point. What else is there? What other pistols are going to be like in that like striker fire style? The ASG PO9, that one I think is slightly more affordable. Honestly, 180, that's pretty fucking dope.
All right, now let's talk about the elephant in the room. All right, these AirTag pistols. I mean, they basically feel like a pistol, man. They're so freaking light.
They are actually.
All right, they're so freaking light. I'm gonna address the elephant in the room, right? These AirTag guns, they're just a Gen 3, really. At the end of the day, if you're breaking it down, it's a Lance Tactical Gen 3, solid. Don't need to touch it. It's great as is. It'll perform great in a CQB environment, especially. Again, I do like that it has the fiber front and rear. I think that's pretty cool. It's a little stranger using different colors, but I get it. Right, it looks cool. I do like that the hopper chamber is exposed, but that also can be a downside. If you're bringing that outdoors, you get a rock, stuff in there, and you can definitely do some damage. I've never been a drop stock guy, but you know what? I gotta say it does work. It works very, very well. This is that definition to me of just purpose built. But what do you think?
No, absolutely. I was just about to say that. So, AirTag, this design, I forget the guy's name, but Lance Tactical bought the rights to this design. I don't know, Mr. Lancer. No, they bought the design to the AirTag thing. It was like a 3D printed file that you could buy and stuff. But this is like mass produced. It's going to be readily available. And what you said, it's very user oriented for a purpose. Obviously, this is going to be for like very CQB, the speed QB scene. Where it has a lot of features that you want out of the box. And people that I talk to that play CQB regularly out here in SoCal, they actually really like the Gen 3 platform. It has a lot of amazing features that give you like a good edge compared to like your standard Airsoft player. The Zynorb Zebula MOSFET and all that jazz. But with this, it's giving you that style that the speed softers want. So it gives you the drop stock, which can be positioned, but pros and cons to that. I don't like the angle personally, but I understand it. I get the reasoning why. But this, like the upper receiver design compared to the other option out there from G&G,
It's funny because Soybean was actually asking. I was curious about it compared to the SSG one.
Yeah, so compared to the SSG one, I would say this does have a little bit of a leg up. I can't remember if the SSG one has an ambi mag release. I don't think it does. Brandon, do you remember if the SSG one from G&G has an ambi? No, yeah. So it's standard mag release. They're using the SSG one uses the G2 gearbox, which does have a quick change spring system. However, the combat machine receiver does not allow it to be accessed through the receiver. So you can't just remove the buffer tube. You have to take the entire gearbox out to actually swap the spring. And it doesn't have the as much programmability. I believe in full auto, you can limit it to 3-round burst, maybe a 5-round burst. But it's relatively a basic MOSFET. And then they basically just slapped on their tubular handguard onto one of their regular upper receivers, which has the Picatinny system, which makes it look like it was kind of half-assed, in my opinion.
It's fair to say. I mean, the only thing that I would say that the G&G has going for it would be the IFRIT motor, right? Because it's fast. Yeah. But that's it. Like, again, like G&Gs are made very well. Don't get me wrong. G&Gs are made very, very well. Yeah. But for the price, man, I'd rather go with this shit. Like, this is going to be way better. Are you kidding me?
it doesn't feel like Lancer crammed a MOSFET where it shouldn't have gone.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. With the G&G one, they did cram the MOSFET into the back of their ankle stock, and it makes it so irritating. Yeah, it barely fits in there. But with this design, it does have a fiber optic system. It does, at least from my knowledge, it doesn't have an optics rail. Maybe they include one out of the box. I'm not sure. Don't take my word verbatim. If they do offer that, I think that's cooler. With this, it does have the windows to the hop-up unit on both the left and right-hand side. So if you're left or right-handed, you can easily adjust it on the fly without having to hold open the dust cover. Especially indoors where you're not worried about as much dirt or dust getting into your airsoft gun. This makes it very accessible. And the fact that it's all majority of it is polymer. It's stupid lightweight. It is dumb how lightweight it is. I would say it's much lighter than the SSG one comparatively.
No, I would agree to that as well. Again, this is light enough that I could just throw this across the other side of a football field, man. It's that light, right? But this is not the only new gun as well that we've received. These went up today, literally today, a few minutes ago, right? Okay. We're getting some new Arcturus stuff because MOS, Arcturus, E&L, Novus, I believe is the brand. Yeah, Novus Optics as well. They were at SHOT Show as well, right? And they were able to go out and show off some pretty cool new stuff as well. We have their new AK-12s, which literally just went up a few minutes ago, and we got plenty more stuff as well. If you saw the catalog, that they showed off, right? All the stuff that Boaz and Brendan were gracious enough to capture on video. I know it was a process, so thank you, Brendan. I appreciate you. We're going to be getting all those up, but we got these new Arcturus AK-12s FE models. There's the PE models, and now there's the FE models.
So what does FE have?
So instead of offering a Perrin MOSFET, they're going to be including their own Arcturus brand new FE ETU.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
It's a new ETU that they're coming out with that they're going to be including in all their FE lines. It's no longer going to feature the... What is it called? The 13-to-1 gear set. It is going to be supposed to be a more durable. That's literally what it's labeled as. More durable 18-to-1 gear set. So fair enough. You know what I mean? We use 18-to-1s in the MGT4, and they work very well. Steel wire cut gears, right? Absolutely. But they also have a new 2021 TPA motor that they're including in there as well. They haven't given a name for the motor itself. They just said that was literally what they labeled it.
Is it a new motor?
Yeah, I said a new motor.
I can't remember the TPA off of the 28 and the 25K. I believe, I can't remember off the top of my head. I know the more wraps, the less RPMs it gets, but the more torquey it is. So 21 TPA.
It was either 20 or 21.
20 or 21 TPA. That's a super torquey motor.
Yeah, I think they're trying to really just focus on the freaking trigger response, man. They want that shit to be instantaneous, right? I get it. It's cool, man. On all these models are going to feature it. We're going to see that on the all these AK-12s. And there's different versions, right? You got the updated, so you will be getting that nice stock on there, right? I know some people really like that. But if you wanted a more traditional AK-12, you have the original, and then you also have the 12K with the chopped barrel with the choppa.
Honestly, I do like the chop style. I do like how it looks more I don't want to say organized or contained, but I think it has a cleaner look compared to the original AK-12, but to each their own. But again, guys, before we continue, we have a special promo for the next Shopping Spree giveaway. Every $50 spent during this live stream, we are going to be giving you 5 chances to win next week's Shopping Spree giveaway, and we did update the rules. We are planning on having more winners throughout this year. So we're starting off the prize pot. Every prize pot is going to be $500. Last night, Soybean picked up the dub. Congratulations to Soybean. But starting off the new prize pot, and it can still stack, right? Just like how we have been doing it. $500 prize pot. If no one claims it next week, next Thursday, it'll stack again to $1,000. Now, on that second week, if no one claims the prize, the following week, it's still going to be $1,000, but what we're going to do instead is we're going to pull a name, right? And if they aren't there, we're going to pull another name. And we're going to continue to do that process until someone claims the goddamn prize, because we're tired of waiting for people for weeks and weeks on end to come and claim the prize. It gets irritating. So, at least every 3 weeks, there is going to be a guaranteed winner. So you guys need to make sure you pay attention to all of the shopping spree giveaways, so you guys can hop on the damn ting, yeah.
There you go. Thank you. But yes. I saw a question from Ackright. Any plans on getting any accessories from Kazuna Works as well? They make some Gucci AK accessories. More than likely, Kazuna Works is a fairly newer brand to us, right? We haven't ever carried their products, but yeah, man, like we can totally start bringing in more Russian mayonnaise, more mayo accoutrements, if you will.
Actually, a little side note for you guys. We are going to be getting in some new Atlas Custom Works goodies that hit like every type of platform. So they do have 4.3 high kappa frames, which are super dope. Different colors. They look dope. For those of you guys that don't know, the 4.3 frame is different from the 5.1. It's a little bit longer, so the slide matches up with the frame itself, giving it a more flush look. Be on the lookout for those. But there's also different M-Lock and key mod accessories, different flashlights. Some are like these are like dumb. Like they're gonna be like 1,000 lumens, retailing for like $50 to $80 depending. Like super dope. And there's also going to be some different optics as well, including some Russian-style optics. So stay tuned for that.
Honestly, like I'm so glad that we're seeing more variation hitting the market now. Like yes, like it is a bit strange that of all things it's like we're seeing more Russian stuff, but hey, you know what? I'm all here for it. I just want to see more variation in the market and have guys that are in the Milsim scene, right? Especially if they want to do the whole Rust 4 or like Op 4 kits, right? Being able to have more options for accessories, right? Joseph Keen, we want Mayo LMG. Oh yeah, that's right. I think Joseph was asking earlier, what is your opinion on the MCR LMG? Because I think him and is it XR Preacher that have been like, yeah, they really want to see an MGC4 LMG, an MGC LMG come to life. And then I was thinking like, what would be a good base gun? I'm like, maybe just an MCR lower. You know what I mean? And just put like the upper on top, but change out the rail system for an M-Lock rail.
The MCR upper and an MGC4 lower. That's what we need to do. You said MGC4 lower or MG.
Yeah, that's right.
MCR lower.
No, I said MGC4 lower.
I'm fucking confused, man. It's all the same shit.
They're all M's.
It's getting confused. I'm dyslexic, okay? Let's get that out of the way. Everybody, stop laughing. Stop it. Shut up. You have no idea how embarrassing that shit was.
Oh, man, I can't spell. It's all right.
In the fucking in 4th and 5th grade when I have service level dyslexia, just so everybody knows. It was difficult. Anyways, but yeah, MGC4 lower with the MCR upper, yeah, I think would be pretty damn cool. So
the only thing that we need to change out, stock. Number one.
Yeah.
The stock is terrible.
No. So here's the thing. I discovered it recently. Did you know how the MCR has the top cheek riser?
Let me guess. It's hollowed out.
Yeah. You can and there's a cut to put a battery there.
The frick?
Yeah. Found that out the hard way.
No one told us.
No one told us. It doesn't say it in the instruction manual. So guys, if you have an MCR LMG, if you have the original design or the original stock on it, and it's because there's a lot of wiring. There's a lot of wiring in the buffer tube. The stock portion up top is hollowed out for you to put a stick type lipo, and you can actually fit a thicker like stick type lipo battery in there. Maybe like a 1200 milliamp hour battery, like something that's a little bit wider. So you can even fit a tri panel in there very easily. So just a quick pro
I could have used yesterday. You know how many of these I sold?
Oh, deadass? Yes. That's mad funny. No, yeah. So yeah. Honestly, I think the MCR is super dope. It makes it really accessible to get into an LMG without having to do the LMG process of the box mags and everything.
Absolutely. So where's yours?
So anyways, if we do it, we gotta change the handguard out. We gotta see if we can.
Fuck yeah, hell yeah! That handguard needs to be M-Lock all the way.
Absolutely. If we could do that, if we could change that to M-Lock, I think the overall style of it is cool. The box mag, it's all right.
It's alright. Honestly, like the one box mag that I think right now in that sort of shape design that works, because the box mag that it has, it's okay. It gets the job done. But like personally, I would say that it actually has much better performance when you stick the G&G LMG box mag in there. You know, the one that comes on there. Yeah. That one's a much better. I mean, it's G&G. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a little bit better quality in terms of like its box mag. Like it works better. It does indeed work better. Yeah. But hey, you know what? You can also just run like EPM ones in this at the end of the day, right? And it'll work just fine.
Exactly. That's like the bigger kicker. I mean, you can run like M4 mags in your So, but here's the thing with the LMG guys, right? The idea is to carry as many rounds as possible. One thing that I've seen that has failed a lot is people who try to use high cap mags in like a saw, because it's angled sideways. Like if you're shooting it a certain way and the BBs aren't feeding into the funnel, it loses its spring tension and you're cucked. It's sad, right? So then you got to sit there, wind it, and then do all this. But with this, like, you could run a high cap normally, like in M4 style, but have more rounds to carry on your person. So take that for what it is.
No, absolutely. I think again, like I if we do ultimately end up making an LMG, I would love to see just the Golden Eagle upper, right? Redesign the rail system. At the very least, if not M-Lock, make it at the very least like a quad rail, you know, all Picatinny. That'd be dope. I mean, that'd be a good second option, but just it can't be key mod. I do not want it to be key mod. Yeah. And I also, even though you said that, I still want to change that stock out. No, I still want to change that stock out for something cool, right? I think that there are better options for this, right? And because it's an MGC4 lower, right? You are getting their gearbox, right? You're not going to have all that excess wiring, that big old fuse, right? So you have a lot more space. Maybe even just swap it out for a Delta stock, right? Yeah. Even just swapping it out for a Delta stock will make that so much cleaner. Again, maybe we can see a mock-up. Maybe I can try to get my hands on an MCR and just slap that on my MGC4 because I have one now. So
yeah, I get that.
That'd be pretty cool to see.
Someone in the chat earlier says only Fidel's.
Oh, that's Fidel.
Is that Fidel? He changed his name? Yeah. Why?
Well, read the name.
Why?
What's it sound like?
OF? Oh, stupid. You're a clown. He said BCM MGC4. Actually, that might be a thing. Anyways. So, yeah, for an LMG, I think that would be a good option, especially since, you know, we want to make it more easily accessible, obtainable for players, because even like the lightweight polymer ANK 249, it is like 4 something, yeah. So it all depends. I know this is Golden Eagle, obviously, so this is a different factory from Lancer Tactical's main factory. Possible. Maybe we definitely got to work on it.
I mean, let's being real for a second. We know that like a lot of companies will clone, you know, things, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like fairly confident that it'd be possible to go ahead and just have this. At the very least, maybe like an LMG kit. You know what I mean? Like have a whole upper receiver just being cloned, and you can just swap it out. That's interchangeable with your already pre-existing MGC4s, right?
That would be pretty hot though. Damn it. That would be cool. Oh man,
that'd be sick.
That would be sick. That would be absolutely sick. If we could do that, we could. Oh man.
Because my whole thing is that I would love to. I don't know how well they would sell. Here's the thing: I don't know how well they would sell compared to just buying the whole gun outright, right? Yeah. But I do like the idea of having like uppers, like kits available for different configurations, right? Maybe one for like an SPR, right? Have a Mayo Gang, and we literally just call it the Mayo Gang upper kits, right? So it's literally just Mayo Gang SPR, Mayo Gang SBR, right? Mayo Gang LMG, right? And or we can call it like the recon, we can call it the support, whatever you want to call it, right? Have these different configurations available for either your Mark 1 or your Mark 2 MGC4s, right? That would be dope to see. I would love to see that collection. Maybe not too many, maybe like 4 in total, right? 4 different classes you would typically see in games like Battlefield, right? That way you have the option of running or like maybe an accessories package where it's the upper and then it comes included with the box mag, right? If you're rocking with the SPR, maybe it's like the upper receiver and it comes included with a bipod or something. You know what I mean? Just something along those lines. These are all just ideas. We're just spitballing here.
Yeah, I agree that that's cool. I mean, I like the idea of having one gun that I could swap uppers for different purposes. But on a side note, I don't know what Isaias just read. Hey, don't agree with Fidel. Don't give or not Fidel. Don't agree with RGK. Don't give him hugs. Did you know that RGK isn't allowed within 100 yards of a school? That's crazy. Just playing. I'm playing, bro. I'm playing. The look on Isaiah's face killed me. I was gonna go through it, but I couldn't keep a face. That's wild. What did you read?
I'm just flabbergasted by that statement. No, what freaking Joseph Keane put. That's gross.
What did he say? Okay, all right. That's enough there. Anyways, but yeah, what other guns were we able to list? Because we did see quite a few different guns coming from Lancer, and not just Lancer, but not Lancer Tactical Guns specifically, but Lancer is also a distributor as well. So I want to see what else we were able to get in.
I think right now that should be most of the big ones that we've covered, right? We're still going to be, there's more products to come. You know, we are eventually going to be getting up the Storm, of course. Yep. It's going to be another one we get up. We also got the Tandem Cross. That's also another one as well that we forgot to mention that one as well, but we have talked about it. The Tandem Cross Cthulhu. You know how cheap this thing is? Is dummy affordable. Look at this. $139.
Is that the limited edition?
No, we don't really know about the limited edition. It's kind of a weird thing right now going on right now. But as far as we can tell, this version that is available, the only thing that I know it's not going to come included with is that comp. The comp is not going to be included. I actually put that in the description. But this is, this one actually is going to be $139. It's pretty freaking cool, man. That's pretty freaking cheap.
Hold on, before we get into that, I was joking about RGK, guys. Relax, okay? RGK, I love you to death. But don't touch me. Anyways, I wouldn't let him within a football field's throw. Anyways, I'm just kidding, bro. He knows I'm playing. Back to the Tandem Cross. This is actually super dope. We did get to test fire it. It's honestly a lot of fun. It's like think of an AAP-01 and then all the upgrades that you want on it. There it is. For $139 is dumb. That's ridiculous. Okay, good trigger response, rate of fire on it. It's crazy. Super lightweight, feels good. Adjustable trigger, the thumb rest, the enhanced like I forget what they call it. It's like it's like a soda tap for the charging handle. I forget what the exact name of it, but the hole for the charging cocking ring. That's crazy. That's a crazy statement. Yeah, but yeah, with that, the fiber optic with the comp, and it comes with the rail attachments for the upper as well, so you can mount flashlights or whatever optics you want there. Super freaking dope. At $139, that's absolutely a steal. That's like insanely crazy. Like again, guys, pre-order right now, and if you do pre-order right now, you will get 10 chances to win next week's shopping spree giveaway, because during this live stream, every $50 spent will give you 5 chances to win. Absolutely crazy.
Absolutely, freaking. And guys, remember, there's only 7 more minutes left of the live stream before this promo disappears. Only 7 more minutes, so make sure you guys take advantage now while you can. Remember, the previous winner was literally a first-time shopper. That's his literally only order that he's placed through Airsoft GI, and that got him the dub. So it can happen to anyone. It's anyone's game. It's an odds game, though, so it really helps out to take advantage of all the extra promotions going on. All right.
Question for Joseph Keane, asking if there's a standard or mid-cap magazine for the Glock 18. It does take Glock 17 magazines, so just get a Glock 17 magazine and you'll be Gucci.
Which is fine. I know not everyone wants to run the big old extendo every single time, so what's your opinion on this? Honestly, better deals out there, dude. Succulent feet. There are indeed better deals out there. Bossman's a Gen 3 way better. Even Gen 2, I would say, would be freaking a better steal at that point. Or heck, even a Specna Arms, considering they come from the same factory, right? What else was there? Someone was like, hey, we got him cooking. Joseph, we got him thinking, time to get cooking about the ideas for the uppers and everything.
Oh, hey, maybe. Hey, we do have quite a few different ideas for the Mayo Gang lineup. We talked about it before. Gas blowback MGC4. We did talk about a MGC pistol, Mayo Gang pistol. We did talk about quite a few different things, some accessories like suppressors, optics, and stuff, which is super dope. So just stay tuned. We do have quite a few different plans that we're working on and want to expand it and continue to grow the community that we've built. I do think like us here in the Mayo Gang, we do have the best community in Airsoft. I haven't come across a more welcoming community in Airsoft, which is super dope. And I think we're like all just hobby friendly oriented, which is super dope. And that's the whole point of like the Mayo Gang line, is to make a easily accessible airsoft gun that like you guys had input on. So yeah, take that for what it is.
And then lastly, the last gun that we're going to talk about, even just briefly, right? The new APC. APC 9 gas blowback SMG, the $500 SMG that some people are mad that it's that expensive. Don't get me wrong, it is pricey. No one's denying that. But in this case, now that I've actually gotten firsthand experience with this, firing this, both of us, I think it's worth it. I genuinely would say so. Considering it's full metal, gas blowback, officially licensed, yeah, it makes sense. I mean, no one gets mad when an AEG is this price, but for some reason when it's a gas blowback SMG, all of a sudden it's a bad thing now?
Well, this is cheaper than an MWS, number one. I would say it's fucking cool. Yeah, it is cool. So I didn't realize it, but I was like the first one to shoot it, and then Isaias was the second one to shoot it in the U.S., which is crazy. The felt recoil, the blowback, is really nice. It feels like really snappy for how small and compact it is. Ergonomics is, of course, it's different from an AR, but it feels comfortable. I would say getting from like semi-fire to full auto, you do have to do a full rotation of the selector, but I mean, not really that big of a deal, honestly. If you're gonna shoot full auto with a gas blowback rifle, you're insane. But overall, super lightweight, but hefty. Like, it's weird to say, because it feels like, wow, this is, like, it doesn't, how do I phrase this better? It doesn't feel like a toy.
No, definitely not.
Right? It doesn't feel like a toy. It's definitely like, this was like, almost crafted, if you will. But I think it's super dope. $500, I mean, this is a very specific build, or very specific style of airsoft gun, and there are gas blowback rifles that are still around this price point, right? No matter what you do. I will say our testing, which is very limited, the magazine actually does hold a good amount of gas, was able to cycle through everything, rate of fire. Yeah, it's fast. It's actually really fast for a gas blowback rifle, which is noise. But overall, I think it's super dope, and if you were looking at it, I would say, yes, grab it. I think it's well worth it.
Absolutely. It is a bit frustrating when they price any replica over $400. Airsoft would be a lot better if everything was more affordable, opposed to trying to milk every dollar out of us. No, I do get it, but I mean, at the end of the day, too, though, like, again, like, these official licensings gotta, they gotta pay the bills, right? Yeah. They gotta pay the bills, and companies do still have to make money in some way. So I do understand the frustration on both ends, right? Yeah. Because again, I want more people to get into airsoft for sure and have multiple options. Yep. But at the same time, I don't know if this is... Oh, looks like Bossman wants to go ahead and chime in.
Go ahead.
Oh, let me give him a call. Hold on. Bossman wants to chime in. I'm going to go and answer his call. There we go. Yeah, there you go.
Let me get into that APC 09.
Sure.
Quick. I don't know if you guys know that manufacturing something out of nothing, it requires a lot of money. Supposedly that it's a $500,000 project.
God
damn.
Okay. The reason why is that you gotta either mold or CNC the parts. Heavy molds eventually is gonna pay it off, but CNC it has a fixed cost. Plus, this freaking gun, from manufacturing to distribution to licensing, it's probably, I would say all that mumbo jumbo probably costs about $70. That's an additional what people are paying for. But please don't forget, there are just as many parts in that APC-09, if not more, than the real gun.
No, it makes sense. No, I get it. I get it.
It's just like this. There's a all right. Unicorn is thinking about making their NWS.
Yeah.
Just the trigger box alone, the trigger assembly down the lower, and all that kind of stuff. It's $100,000 USD investment.
Ah, damn. Whew.
Okay, just think about it.
Yeah.
The reason why it's a lot on the initial. Yeah, obviously you can try to CNC everything and whatnot, but each time you CNC something, the fitment kind of throws off. Because you guys you have to understand one thing. CNC it is machine crafted, but if you have some sort of minor movements here and there, something is going to be off. It may be a hair. You understand what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But if molded, it's less of that problem.
Yep.
Hello?
No, I get it. No, we're getting it. We're thinking about this whole process. Like, yeah, no, that makes sense.
Oh yeah, like sometimes people gripe about I can buy a real AK for $499. I can buy a real AR for $699. But I think the bail amount is a lot more when you shoot your friends with them.
That's true, because I can shoot him and not have to worry about the legal repercussions.
The bail amount.
I don't have to worry about legality when I'm shooting my friends with an airsoft gun.
I mean, imagine, breaking news. Someone died at a field because they were playing games with real guns.
That's an actual dumb move. That's a no IQ move right there.
The moment the trigger goes, you're not even getting past chrono. The fuck.
It's like, wait a minute. I had him wear, Kevlars or even plates, but how come he still died?
Oh, I wonder why. Maybe you hit him where he wasn't wearing plates, dumbass.
Anyways, hey, at least they don't cheat, right?
Yeah, at least they don't call. You don't have to worry about them not calling their hits.
Yeah. No, they may be calling loud. That's not a short or discussion we should have. That would be an interesting
hell yeah,
topic.
that's an interesting video right there. Should we allow real guns to be played in airsoft?
What the?
No.
I'm kidding.
No.
I'm kidding.
How do you combat people when people's like, oh, you guys are a bunch of nerds or you guys are a bunch of weasels that why don't you just go buy real guns?
It's a lot of shit talking for someone within 5.56 range.
I mean, my argument is always, hey, you spent thousands of dollars on your model train, or your RC car, or your drone or RC plane or whatever. It's like, it's a hobby.
No, even then, even the real steel, like people like, oh yeah, it's like, oh yeah, you could have bought this. Like, okay, you bought how much in like real nods? You bought all these real play, like quote unquote real play carriers and all this shit, right? Okay, you could have used that towards a house.
Yeah.
Right? You could always make that argument. You can always make that argument. It makes no sense to go ahead and just talk that much shit.
You see how that dumb question just lit the fire under you guys' ass? And that can be topic. Do you like people when they say, how do you talk to people when they say just go buy a real gun?
I tell them, okay. I mean, first of all, like, I just tell them straight up, like, well, first of all, that's a very different thing. And, like, if they say, oh, it depends, too, on what they say. Like, you can buy a real gun, or you can buy the real version of that. I'm like, I'm pretty sure, if I'm talking about, like, I don't know, maybe if I'm like my Scar or whatever, or just a gun that just doesn't really, it's like way more expensive than that. It's like, for $400, you could have bought the real one. Show me where you can buy the real one for just $400. Please tell me, because this shit is supposed to be like $3K.
There's a lot of scenarios that it may get them off if they have a dream team. Back in the day, Johnny Cochran, if the gloves don't fit, you must have quit.
Get the fuck
Did you guys get it?
Yeah, the
OJ Simpson. The glove doesn't fit.
You can't quit. That shit was legendary.
If the glove doesn't fit, you must have quit. That's how you say it. But anyways, I don't know how we can do that. How we can spin that. if he didn't call hit, you must have quit. I don't know. Just
I don't
kidding.
know.
We could probably come up with something like that.
That'd be hilarious.
I'm just
That's
kidding.
no, this is a good video though. This is a good video idea.
All right, see you guys.
All right.
No worries, no worries.
Bye.
There we go. All right, well, there you go. It is now 5:05. That is going to be the end of this live stream. Guys, thank you so much for everyone that participated in the live chat. I saw that question, Bossman, who was better looking, RGK or Isaias? That's a trick question. That's going to be Cisco. But, guys, the entries are over. That bonus entries are over. However, there are multiple ways of getting multiple entries in the shopping spree giveaway. Order yourself a 2024 Platinum Mystery Box. You'll be getting 15 chances of winning the shopping spree giveaway. Order yourself the Mayo Gang Airsoft Pistol Mystery Box. You are going to be getting 10 entries in the shopping spree giveaway. Joseph Keane, if you are still watching, don't worry. I got you taken care of. I built that bonus mystery box for you as well. That should be getting sent out very, very soon. You should be receiving that fairly soon. Guys, also place your orders for a KLI Baba Yaga right now. That'll be getting you 10 chances of winning the shopping spree giveaway as well. Guys, it's been absolutely real. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next live stream we have on Monday. My name is Isaias.
My name is Cisco.
We'll see you guys on the next one.